All right. So what's up, everybody? Your boy John Deere Man 22 here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today is let's see here. So today is November 12th, 2025, and as always, welcome back to the channel. Been on YouTube for 8 years now. Let's get cracking right with it, shall we? So yesterday, EY Modding said, and I did talk about this in yesterday's vlog, but EY Modding announced that the International TX 178 prototype tractor has been submitted to ModHub for testing. So that is really, really good. I'm really, really excited about that. Can't wait. But anyway, so with that being said, yeah, that's about all the FS news that there is besides what we got today for new mods, which isn't much. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the International TX 178 prototype tractor, yes, will be on Season 13. And it will be probably, I want to have to say either the cultivating tractor, well, probably not the cultivating tractor, because I want to say probably like the 4320 will probably end up doing that. Probably end up running the field cultivator, and the TX 178 will probably end up running the seeder or the roller, one of the two. And then I don't know, I doubt the 4840 will be able to run the planter. So the International 7488 will run the planter. And then the 4840 will run the John Deere 712 mulch tiller that Rooster Mods made, which I still have, I believe. And then, yeah. Then I'll have to figure out what tractor's going to run the roller, because we're going to have a roller for the field. So I'll have to just wait and see on how that goes. So, yeah. I'll probably end up having to look into maybe like the 1066 will probably end up running the roller, because the roller will have to, because I'll probably have to find like a small enough roller to roll the fields that the 1066 will not fail to run. Because 1066, as you guys remember in one of the episodes back in Season 12, in Season 12, the 1066 tried to run the roller. It didn't like it because it bounced so freaking bad, and it couldn't get a grip on the... I couldn't get a grip because it didn't have front wheel assist. And plus the roller was kind of a little too big for that tractor. So, yeah. Had the horsepower for it, just didn't like it. So, we'll have to see if the 1066 can actually do it. So, I don't know. If it can't, then the TX 178 and the 1066 will swap jobs. And as for the combine, oh yeah, old 7088 will return. So, anyway, so we'll have to just wait and see what happens. So, yeah. But otherwise, for season 12, got to get the semi back home. I got to get the semi home from the shop. Then I have to get the, let's see here, I got to get the 7930 put back on the, then yeah, I have to get the 7930 and the grain cart brought back. And then, after that, then we should be ready to rock and roll. Obviously, I'll have to put the semi in the shed. I really don't know how it's going to fit in there. Because the other semi-trailer that has the dolly hitch, which also is pulled by the 8345, that has to go, I believe that has to go in first. Then the grain truck. And then the semi. And as for all the other tractors that won't be able to fit in there, because obviously the 8400 will probably have to go in there, and the 1066. And as for the Massey, I don't know. It's kind of tough to figure out how it's all going to fit in that little shed, because that shed isn't really big enough for all the equipment I got. So, trying to look into a new shed or a bigger shed for the rest of the equipment that can't fit in the small one. And then, yeah, then everything else should be able to fit in the other shed that I get placed down. So, yeah. But with that being said, you know, how it is how it is, you guys. Not a lot you can do about it. So, yeah. And that's probably why I have to put all the other pieces of equipment in the other machine shed that I get for the farm. So that'll be kind of nice when I get the money for that. So, yeah. But otherwise, other than that, let's see here. What else? Yeah, now, as for, like, the stuff I have to get for the planter and the air seeder, I'm going to have to get, like, maybe 16 pallets of seed, 16 things of solid fertilizer, and 16 tanks full of liquid fertilizer, because the planter takes liquid fertilizer now. It's kind of nice having that instead of, you know, putting, you know, like, to be honest, it's better than wasting a lot more solid fertilizer on 2 small John Deere planters when I can have the solid fertilizer for one thing. So, yeah. So I'll have to stack them. So I'll have to stack the seed and fertilizer too high when I get it back to the farm. When I get those back to the farm. Which that's the other problem. I don't have a shed for the seed now, because now can't get the seed and fertilizer and the liquid fertilizer in the shed. Because now that shed's going to get packed full of machinery. So gonna have to figure out what in the heck I'm gonna do with that. I'll probably just have to, I don't know, maybe end up just trying to get something. Because obviously, whatever I gotta get, wherever it's gotta go is wherever it's gotta go. Which I'm pretty sure if I play my cards correctly, it'll probably more than likely end up, I don't know, but it'll sit somewhere until unless I get the new machine shed before then I'll actually have a shed to put all of it in. So, yeah. But otherwise, as for that, yeah. Can't wait to test the semi out when it comes time for oats, or for harvest, I should say, because now it'll be the 8345 and the semi doing beans and corn, except for the grain truck. Now you guys are probably wondering, well, what in the heck when the heck is the grain truck what will the grain truck get used for? It can't just sit in the shed. Well, it's not going to sit in the shed. Just telling you that right now. It's not going to sit in the shed. It will get used on the smaller fields, or when I have to have backup. Because the smaller fields, like field 16 and field 7, will end up, that combine will end up getting, that grain truck will end up getting used for that. Because hauling everything down to field 16, like the tractor, like the 8345 and the one trailer, then hauling the semi down there, and then hauling the grain truck down there, and then only end up using it for one, and only end up having to use one thing, isn't good. So I'll have to just wait and see on how that goes. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So, yeah. I know, grain truck and the trailer that the 8345 has, it would have been enough. But it won't be, it just wasn't enough when I did the wheat off of field 34, and when I did the canola off of field 15. Now that field 34 is going to probably require the 8345R and the semi to run that, to do that. And if needed, I'll have to bring the grain truck down just in case I have to have it. Well, the grain truck will be up at the farm, so it won't get used unless I absolutely have to have it for, let's say, the remainder of what's in the grain cart, and I don't want to bring like the semi or the tractor and other trailer back down there to get the rest of it. Then more than what's likely going to happen is that let's see here, the, yeah, then the grain truck will come down, get that, and then, yeah, which all the grain this time is going to go straight to the elevator, or to the elevators in the, during that time frame. So yeah, but I would think like the semi and the 8345R could handle probably soybean and corn harvest together alongside the grain truck, which will be only used for 7 and 16. But otherwise, other than that, yeah. And if need be, and if it can't, and if field 16 doesn't fit in the grain truck, and there's still a lot left to go, then more than likely I'll have to bring the 8345 down there to field 16 to finish that. So, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, yesterday I was watching Wade Mitch play some FS25. I think his farm is in like Wisconsin, in the game, that is. So the Wisconsin, so that's where he's at. He's in Wisconsin in game farming over there. So yeah, farther away than I am from him, but he yeah. So if I decide that the grain truck has to go and don't need it, then more than likely I'll probably sell it to Wade Mitch for his farm that he's got in Wisconsin. I know he's got like 2 grain trucks so far, but I'm probably going to see if he'll take the semi truck, if he'll take the, like, if he'll take it or not. Doubt it. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the grain truck gets sold before harvest even starts, because won't need it now, because now I got the semi. So, yeah. But unless I need to have it, then grain truck is there. So, yeah. But anyway, with that being said, that is it, I believe. No, actually, still got a little bit more to talk about. So, Lego Mario and Ninjago Season 5. Now, Lego Mario and Ninjago Season 5 is getting closer and closer to getting done. Because obviously I have now 4 episodes that I now have to upload for that. Episodes 12, 13, 14, and 15. So yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy to get that all done. Plus I have yesterday's vlog, then another gleaning video that I did yesterday, and then I have to do, then I have to get this vlog uploaded as well. So I got like 7 videos I got to upload today in the time frame that I'll have at work. So yeah, but otherwise, other than that, that's it for today. Talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, everyone. Love you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel at John Deere Man 22. Later, you guys. Stay safe out there, everyone. Later.